Hi guys, and welcome to my finally first haul in ATS ever. And I'm so sorry it took me so long to finally do this. It's due to things. I didn't find time to do it earlier, but now finally, and what a fantastic opening we have. We are not only doing a special transport, we are doing the 50-ton metal staircase. It's ridiculously wide. Yeah, it's heavy as well, but I mean 50 tons, that's okay, but it's the width of this thing, and also the length is ridiculous. But yeah, now we're finally doing it. I really wanted to do something special, and what better way to do something special than by hauling a very special transport. This is obviously not a SCS Special Transport DLC for ATS. It is a mod, a converted Special Transport mod that contains all the different, or at least I believe it is all the different cargoes available from the Special Transport DLC, but it does not contain, probably for technical reasons, the escort vehicles, which is probably going to be a problem for us. You also see that if you have driven the special transport, or all the special transport trailers with escort vehicles on ETS, you'll notice that the cars in ATS, they're not moving over. They are just driving as if you were the tiniest little trucker in the world. So it is going to be pretty difficult. So I chose to start with a relatively short haulage. It's a 311 miles haul between Moab and Farmington on the coast-to-coast map. At least parts of it is on the coast-to-coast map. The rest is on New Mexico? You know, sorry guys, I'm European. I'm not all that familiar with the geography of the United States of America, but I'll do better next time. Anyway, I'm hauling in my brand new, my brand new old Freightliner FLB. I'm still a pretty young driver, so to speak, on ATS. I'm just level 15. No, I'm actually only 14. I'm about to become 15. So my Freightliner is only a 500 horsepower and 2,372 Newton meters engine. But I do have a 16+2 speed transmission, so I don't really see us having any problems with the haul, but I wish the sound of the engine was a little cooler than it is on the inside. If you listen to the truck from the outside, it sounds fantastic, but inside the truck it's not that much to say. I would desire a little more. This is after all an American truck on American soil, but it is what it is. We have to start with what we have, and I will try to upgrade this truck with a better engine, and that dial doesn't look too healthy. Oh, never mind. The truck is brand new, nothing needs to be fixed on it, so it's the mod. Where was I? Yeah, the Freightliner. I haven't added much to it. Obviously I upgraded the engine from the original 280 horsepower or whatever it was, and a 10 speeder, to what I have now, but I haven't added much else yet. So if you aren't familiar with my setup regarding the maps, take a look at the first video I did, which was just a setup video for my maps, if you want to copy that. And if you go and take a look at that video, you'll find what maps I'm running. I'm on Viva Mexico, I'm on Coast to Coast, obviously, we are there right now. I also have the Canada Dream, Peru, and Hawaii maps, as well as a few other add-ons for the DLC maps and the Coast to Coast map. So yeah, that's my setup. But now we're going to focus on this ridiculous haul, and as you can see, I am running with the GPS in the lower right corner, simply because my truck, I realized it when I pulled up to start this haul, that I didn't add the GPS to the truck itself, so the truck doesn't have a GPS at the moment. I'll fix that. I'm not going to drive around with that ridiculous navigation window up everywhere I go. Oh, thank you for slowing down. But yeah, I'll get a GPS, and I'll get myself some beacons and other things as soon as I can. But as you can see, since I have the navigation window up, you'll see I have barely no money left. Sorry, I have barely nothing left, because I scraped the wallet to be able to buy this truck, and it's my 6th truck so far. I have I have 4 of the standard trucks, and the very basics were the day cabs, and I also have a 5th day cab, the Scott A2HD. So I have 5 day cabs, and now I could finally buy myself a low roof sleeper, which is good. I'm gonna save so much money, because from now on out I'll never have to check in at a hotel anymore for the night. I can sleep in my truck, which is fantastic. So that's gonna save me a bunch of money. As you can see, going from Moab towards Farmington, there isn't that much to look at. I don't live in the States, but I assume that the road we are traveling on, the real life version of the road we're traveling on between Moab and Farmington, it isn't surrounded by deserts. I don't think it is. There might very well be a lot of desert there, but it's not all desert, is it? But in game, Coast to Coast is a great map if you want to cover the entire United States mainland, at least, because you get roads to everywhere, from San Francisco to New York, which is great, but a lot of the roads don't really contain anything other than desert in this case, or mountains in the background on other parts, Utah for instance. I teleported to New York. I just had to have a look at New York, and I was honestly very disappointed. You don't have the Statue of Liberty or any landmarks available, and it looks like just any other city. You don't have Manhattan or anything like that. It's just a city, like any other city, like Moab. You could be driving through Moab, but in reality it was New York. You wouldn't see the difference. They look almost the same, all of them. But for now I'm fine with that. I've heard rumors about ProMods working on something for ATS. I am running pro mods on ETS2. I love pro mods. I think the guys behind pro mods is doing a fantastic job, and if there is ever a pro mods for ATS, I'm gonna start using it. And if I have to, I'll replace everything else I have just to get pro mods in there. But yeah, so that's how much I like pro mods. But again, it is what it is. It's better than nothing having coast to coast, and there is add-on maps for coast to coast as well, so that you can expand the cities a bit and get some more details into the map. I guess that when the Oregon DLC comes out, which it probably will, if not now, February 2018, probably in March of this year, when that comes out, that will effectively ruin coast to coast. Coast to coast will not load if you have that DLC, I can guarantee it. So, well, there's a reason why coast to coast would have to go. And if pro mods could get their map, if it exists, available by that time, that would be perfect. Wink wink. I'm not saying they are, but if any of the pro mods guys are listening, I love you and I hope you get it done. So, well, now as you can see, the landscape have changed a bit, so it's a little better. We have some mountains, Grand Canyon style, I guess, which is fine. I've never been to this part of the US ever, so this looks authentic enough for me. This is fine. Anyway, the cargo, as you can see, it's ultra wide, and as long as we're running on the roads we are driving on right now and have been so far, it is no problem whatsoever. It becomes a problem when you have fences to the right, very close to the road, or like those cones. They are very low, so you can drive over them. But I mean, if they were higher, or if they were replaced by signs or anything like that, you would smash right into them. So for now it's pretty easy to drive, but it will not be this easy the entire way. I can guarantee it. We will hit cities, we will hit highways that do have fences. It's gonna be difficult at some point, possibly even impossible. We might end up in a place where we have to teleport our way out, but we'll find out. For now, let's just keep going. We have, even if it's only 311 miles in total, we have in real time probably 25 minutes left before we reach our destination. So I'm gonna save my voice a bit. Let's just listen to the engine and enjoy the views. God damn it! I knew that would happen. If you're not familiar with ATS, what just happened is that the police has pulled us over. We are asked to pull into the weighing station to check the weight of the truck and the cargo and the trailer. The cargo is 50 tons and the truck and trailer is an additional 20, I'd say 15, 20 or so, so 65, 70 tons in total, which always it's that is not gonna be a problem. This happens from time to time. What I was worried about is the fact that it's gonna be a tight squeeze to get this wide cargo in there. Yeah, let's back it up a little and see if we can squeeze it in. Come on, it should work. Yeah, damn, that's tight. Come on, baby. Come on. Good girl. Ah! Yeah. Again, damn, that's tight. Oh. God, are we gonna get past that sign? So, yeah, 70 tons. Sold, yeah. Okay, let's get out of here. Slowly. Does it... Fuck. We hit something. What did I hit? I'm not at the sign yet, so it's not a sign. Come on. Come on, baby. What is... Why? Oh. There we go. So... No? Well, it's a sign, isn't it? It looks... It could be the roof of that weighing station, or the sign. I'm not really sure. God damn it! I don't think it's the sign. I think it's the roof, because if it was a sign, the sign would probably just bend. Probably. Well, if I spent if it hadn't been for the truck behind me, I could have backed back out. But I mean, I'm stuck here. You know what? I think yeah, I think I'm gonna give up on this one and just teleport out of here. Yeah. I can't get it to move. I'm just gonna teleport out. That was a shame. I really look forward to completing this haul, but well, it won't work. So instead we end up with a road with barriers on the sides, so it's gonna be a... Well, it's gonna be a little more exciting to drive now than it was before. But hopefully we won't be pulled over again. Actually, I haven't had any hauls where I've been pulled over more than once, and my longest haul so far I think is about around 1200 miles or so. Let's see when I go from Los Angeles to New York. At some point, if I can find some cargo that allows me to bring it from Los Angeles or somewhere on the west coast all the way over to New York, I'm gonna do that, and that is That's gonna take a few hours in real life. Oh, speeding, slow down, slow down. Slow down, there we go. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh, damn it. Fuck, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the speed, damn. Ah, never mind. Right, halt to New York. I'm gonna do that. That is, I don't really know how many thousand miles that is, but I do know, I read somewhere that it is at least 3 hours in real life. But I'm gonna do that when I find some proper cargo to take me from, say, in the best of worlds, from Los Angeles to New York. It's gonna be an epic drive. I really look forward to doing something like that. And when I do that, I'll find out if you are ever stopped more than once. In real life, you could quite possibly be, I guess. In game, there's only one way to find out. So as you can see, it is a little more tricky when you have the fences on the sides there, the barriers on the sides. Another truck is struggling a bit as well. Oh look, we're coming up to a town. That can't be Farmington, can it? Isn't that a bit too early? Anyway, it's nice after driving on coast to coast to come to a city of sort, because the map is repeating itself over and over, and it is a bit tiring. So you get to enjoy, you start to enjoy finally coming to a city, even if you are, oh, it is Farmington, even if you are holding something ridiculous like I'm doing right now, because towns are trickier. Towns are a lot trickier for obvious reasons when you have something like this behind you. But at least turning here to the left is quite joyful. It's not a problem. It's worse when you have to go right, or if you have multiple lanes going in the same direction and you have something next to you. It gets very tricky with this kind of holes, and that is something you wouldn't have to worry about if you had the escort vehicles. They will effectively clear the traffic for you in places like this, but with the mod we are on our own, for better or worse. The upside of being without escort vehicles is that you can drive just as fast as you want, but my recommendation is that you keep it well beyond 70 miles an hour, even on roads where you are allowed to drive 70 or more, because I have seen the cargo take damage just by the speed if you're going too fast, and it doesn't happen all the time when you go too fast, or faster than say 70, but I've seen it a few times, and it's probably more like 60 than 70 really, because on the metric scale 60 is 100 kilometers an hour, and I think somewhere around there is the limit for what is possible for the truck to, or for the cargo. Anyway, But I guess we are being lucky. We had a way station, that was a problem. Other than that, nothing. This has been quite easy, actually. Except for the way station, of course. Because now we're in Farmington. Oh, barriers. Tricky. Tight, tight, tight. Oh, did you see that car behind me? That was a close one. I'm gonna steal both lanes here. That's another thing you have to remember with this trailer, the Euro trailer, is that the ass of the trailer, it kind of takes up both lanes when you are turning, and if there's someone else passing in the other lane, you will knock them out. So you need both lanes for a turn like this, in both on the road you're on and the one you're turning onto. So we're almost there, and we have another left turn, so I'm gonna keep stealing both lanes until we get there. And since we are in the States, we don't have to wait for a green light when we turn right. We can just kinda come to a halt and come to a stop and then turn. And we are here. Oh, that looks interesting. Now where do I put my cargo? Do I have to? Oh, over there. Wow. I have to... Now where do I go? Left or right? Or in the middle? I guess I can go in the middle as well. Let's get let's get in first. That's a good start. And of course I'm kind of stuck. Jesus Christ, the truck drivers here have no patience. They're honking their horns as soon as you stop. Come on, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Okay. So where do we go? Up there, yeah. I'm gonna go... Yeah, that should work. Up to that excavator and around the bend. We're able to take a wide turn here. Damn it. Okay, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Okay. So let's back it up then. I guess that's the only way. Actually, yeah, let's back it up. I guess I can back it all the way around. or I could have, if I hadn't been staring blindly at the gates we went in through. If I had looked, I would have seen that there is a second gate as well. I think things would have been a bit easier if I had used those gates instead, or that gate instead. Let's just back it in there. I'm not a huge fan of backing with the Euro hauler trailers, but I mean, yeah, what do you do? I love the turning wheels when I'm in traffic, but backing up with them, it's a bit tricky. I find that a bit tricky, and I've been driving on ETS for a long time, and I still find that tricky. Okay. And I also find it very, very annoying that you sometimes hit, quite often actually hit, invisible barriers like the one now. I mean, I wasn't visually even close to hitting anything, and still we got damage. Damn, that's gonna be tight. That is not gonna work. That is, oh, perfect, and we're already, I mean, visually I'm not hitting anything here, but I guess it doesn't matter. I won't fit in there anyway, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go in here and turn the truck and trailer around and just drive straight into that parking space so that I can what do you call it, end the haul without having to park it, because I won't be able to park anyway. Oops. And that's the problem I have with the Euro trailers. It is, once those wheels start turning, the entire trailer turns so quickly that honestly I was a bit lucky there. So just carefully turning in there now, and as soon as we can just say we're done. There we go. That's the special transport mod for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. You all take care now, drive safely, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.